Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It helps out a lot. And if you enjoy Xbox Game Pass games, this is the place to be. Today, we're going to look at Forza Motorsport 7. I already played a little bit of Forza Motorsport 7, and I kind of have my own first impressions of how I feel about the game. So let's go ahead and get on over and let's check it out. So, if you've played a Forza game, then you know that they're going for a driving simulation, let's use that loosely, um, in their games. Forza Horizon is really out there and a lot of fun. Like, I like using the all-wheel drive cars and doing drift things and just slinging the car around and having really no rule set. This game, you have to be very patient. You need to I wouldn't say really think about it like in depth of what you need to do. But when you're racing, you can't just flat out race in this game. So one of the reasons I have and I wouldn't say an issue with the game, but like the reason I don't like it as much is because it's way too simulator type racing. And I've seen some great series go over to this simulation style racing and really just not work out. The Dirt series from Codemasters, they had that arcadey rally style feel with their games, and then they started going into these driving simulator type things with off-road, and I feel like the game is better when it's like an arcade feel. Like I understand that there's a huge esports league and all this stuff, and the game is successful. It's just not for me. Like I've been playing this game for about an hour, and usually when I play a racing game, I'll know within the first hour or so whether this is going to be a game that I'll play or not play. But the thing is that I want to get better at the game. Now I've played another game. It was Dakar. I played that. That game is awful. Like if you've ever played that driving is awful, awful, awful. This, I could probably get used to it if I wanted to. But like I said, I'm still more of a fan of the more arcade style racing. Now I'm not talking arcade like you go down to the movie theater and you play that really loosely arcadey feel racing. But we'll run a race here. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Like you feel like the car just feels really tight and just it's like driving a box down the road. Like just a box, and you don't get any. Maybe it's the camera that just sticks. I know a lot of people like to drive in the third person, so let me adjust the camera while I run this guy off the road. All right, let's get it collected here. But like even the car, the way it shifts its weight back and forth, it feels really slow. It's almost like everything's in slow motion. Like it says we're going 60 mile an hour. I don't really feel like we're going 60. Car slides out. I mean, trophy trucks do that. Like 82 miles an hour. This does not feel like 82 miles an hour. Like maybe, and not even inside the truck, I don't think would feel like that we're going that fast. But watching the trees go by and everything else, like it's almost too good of graphics. Like it's almost like it's too smooth, because usually, like, you know, when we race our cars, you know, there's like that tunnel vision that you get. Like you don't see what's on your left or your right. You see what's ahead of you, and that's it. That's the lane you're in. Visually, oh, this game looks amazing. All the trucks look great. They have really cool graphic schemes from sponsors and stuff like that, like Rockstar Energy on this truck here, and RZR, Polaris, all kinds of stuff. Like visually, the game looks amazing, but as far as like physics go, I know they're trying to go for that realistic feel. I just don't feel like it's there. It's almost like the car feels like it's magnetically pulled to the other car. When our parts touch, like my bedside to their front fender, when that makes contact, it doesn't feel like I'm like really going into their panel. It feels like I'm like that invisible force field kind of feel, like you're touching it, but it doesn't look like it or feel like you're really touching them. Forza Horizon, like even their own brand, I'm used to that driving style. Like you could tell the difference between the Forza Horizon and the Forza Motorsport. It's a completely different physics engine. It has to be. It like, because if I drove something down the corridor like this going at 100 miles an hour, probably even faster than that, it would feel like I was going faster than that. But like I feel like even if I go over to Need for Speed Heat, that I'm gonna have way more fun with that. I feel like that physics engine is gonna be a lot better racing wise than this engine here, because the car just feels really stiff and stuck to the ground. But overall, I think the game, it looks great. I think that it's a game that I'd be willing to try and learn to play within their physics engine. But first impressions, it's really not. It's not my thing. But guys, that's my take on it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my short review for Forza Motorsport 7. If you guys liked the video, please click the like button. And don't forget to subscribe. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you all later. Have a nice day. And enjoy your Xbox Game Pass.